Hi everyone, hope you're doing good. Donc اليوم عندنا ايبيزود جديد في البودكاست في بريلاين بودكاست اي معنا ايمن ان ستوديون ماروكان يقدر حتى هو يمشي لي زيتازوني. ليستوار ديالو شويه مختلفه حيت قدر يمشي من الليسي اي دابا العام جاي عنده لونيفرسيتي. دونك هاي ايمن، how
Mhm.
are you doing؟
Doing good.
مرتاح؟
Thank you.
كلشي
Yeah.
مزيان؟
Yes, thank you.
دونك انا جو تبوزي لا كيسيون. جو سي كو مشيتي للبوردين سكول.
Yeah.
غنبغيك ديجا تشرح شويه شنو هي بوردين سكول.
Okay. Okay. So, what's a boarding school? Basically, they they take international students and they put you in a dome where like everybody lives. And so basically, you leave your parents, you leave everybody, and you go alone. Uh, and you live with underage guys, minor guys in the dome. And there's a boys dome, and there's also a girls dome. So basically, it's just international students going over there studying with American students.
اوكي جود. اي فوقاش عرفتي بلي كاينين بوردين سكولز اي فوقاش خديتي لا ديسيجن انك تبداش تبريباري؟
So bash I knew about the boarding school. It was when I was in Flip Brevet, because before I was in a French school. So Flip Brevet challenged at boarding school and the opportunity to go to the United States. It was basically just my friend of mine, a friend of mine, قال لي about it. So I was like, okay, and that's my dream. I want to go there and everything. So في باش وصلت للترون كومون I was like, this can happen. I need to go. So في هذيك summer ديال الترون كومون I studied hard, and then I had the help of Iyad that helped me go to the United States and got accepted in a boarding school. So yeah.
congratulations واخا ما طلع. جو سي كو
Thank you.
سي بون ساليتي بوردين سكول ولكن congratulations.
Mhm.
اي كيفاش كانت لا رياكسيون ديال تي بارون ملي اول مره you introduced the whole process to them؟
Well, it was kind of funny for them. They didn't really believe me. They were like, "Okay, just do your thing, and if you do it, if it happens and you succeed, then we'll just pay for it, whatever." So yeah, they didn't really believe in me. They were like, "Just take the safe path, do your baccalaureate and everything, and just study in Morocco, go to France at the end." But yeah, it was funny for them, but they just accepted and just helped me when I got accepted.
اوكي جود. دونك نقدروا نقولوا بلي لي ايزيتي زعما كانوا هنايا كانوا كيعاونوك كلشي،
Mhm.
مي في البروسيسوس كنتي فيه نقدروا نقولوا انك كنتي زعما بوحدك كتقاتل بوحدك كتعلم بوحدك ايتو.
So yeah, but I was doing the process. I was just doing it alone. ولكن if I needed backup, my father would be there. وإياد هو he was there helping me. So yeah.
جود. اي في طون انفيرونمون في ليكول ديالك جو سي كي قريتي في ميسيون ياك
Mhm.
ميسيون فرانسيز. دونك واش كان عندكم في لا كلاس عادي انا كاينين بوردين سكولز ولا سيتي با شي حاجه اللي معروفه ديك الساعات؟
Okay, so first of all, باش أنا في كنت في school, nobody would believe in me that I'll do that. I was kind of that troublemaker in school and everything. So everybody would mock me, would like be like, "Oh, you're never gonna make it," or like whatever, something like that. So صراحة I wouldn't talk about this باش غادي نكون في school. I would just be like having fun ونهضر مع my friends and stay just troublemaker. ولكن back home, when I go back home, I know what I gotta do. I know that I gotta study for it. It's to prove them wrong. So yeah, باش كنت في school, nobody would talk about this stuff. Hit like they would get jealous or like they would talk trash about you, and they wouldn't help you. Like that's why.
اوكي غادي يزيدوا عليك الهضره. دونك تو بريفيري انك تخدم بوحدك اند ذن
Well,
توريهم غيعرفوا لا زعما من بعد ما غتسالي غادي يعرفوا شنو غدير ابخي.
exactly. Yeah.
That's good. And تلفت. Okay, so I asked you about
Boarding school, how
with the
is it?
school, your
French.
friends. Okay. Okay.
I'm going next year to Holt for Boston. So yeah, I wish best I was the application. So basically, the application was not the best thing to do.
غادي نسولك على الابليكيشن بروسيس ديال boarding school. How did you apply? Was they asked about TOEFL, SAT? How was it?
So for that time, it was COVID time. So I still remember, there was some schools, boarding school, that would require you to have an SAT or a TOEFL or like a test to prove that you can speak English and they can accept you. Well, like at that time, as it was COVID, they didn't require that. So they were like, and I went to Rivermont College, so that's a school where like I just had to do Duolingo test or take an interview. I tried to do the Duolingo test, but like, I don't know why I had a problem with the laptop. وفي الآخر they didn't accept my thing. Like the Duolingo center didn't accept my score. So did l'interview مع the officer over there, and I got accepted. Then that's it. I went there.
How was your reaction?
Oh, I was so happy. It was the best day of my life. But I still remember the day I received. Like she was like already for the interview. She was telling me that you have a good English and everything that I could be accepted. Well, like you know, بحال اللي قلت شي I still wasn't convinced 100% that I was until I get the
The
admission
email.
letter. Yeah, until I get the email, I'm not sure yet. Well, like I was kind of I knew a little bit. Well, like I was not sure. Well, like I received the email. I went to my father or my mama, and I told them about it, and they were so happy, and they couldn't even them they couldn't believe it until they asked Iyad and everything, and that they believed me. They was I was so happy. It was so good.
Okay, then you decided donc كملتي العام ديالك عادي. Il faut savoir que
Mm.
you applied donc pour les études dans l'Amérique surtout boarding schools ou la universities. You apply في الأول ديال العام ديالك c'est-à-dire que
Ouais.
كتابلاي في الأول كتعرف راسك وسط العام فين تقبلتي كلشي دونك خصك غير تكمل العام ديالك and then سبتمبر كتمشي بحالك genre ماشي حتى الصيفعات كتبدا جوست سبتمبر جوست زعما سبتمبر كي فيان هو اللي كتمشي ليه
Ouais.
mais c'est différent.
Ouais, j'ai fait pendant août. C'était قبل كاع ما ندخل la première, je l'ai fait pendant août et après ما مشيتش كاع. Genre نيشان dès que l'été c'est fini, puis I went directly to the boarding school. I didn't go to Malraux, the school I was in.
Ok. And comment ça se fait que قريتي في émission française ما فرنسا ما كانتش عندك c'était pas زعما country qui te tentait زعما.
So okay, so basically, and since I was a kid, I always had the American dream. I wanted to go to United States or UK or whatever, something like that. That was like my American dream as a kid. Ooh, so I knew from the beginning I didn't want to go to France. Well, again, as a backup, having France would be great because you know France is it's a good country and you can study over there. It's good and everything. Well, again, my dream was to go to United States and finish my life over there. So first of like that's my first choice. I wanted to go to United States. So if I had the choice of changing to do it, I would still do the same thing, go to United States. But having the France as a backup is a good backup.
Okay. Donc mais you always had that American dream to achieve.
Yeah.
Okay, and you did.
Nice.
Donc une fois مشيتي تما. How old were you?
I was 16 years old. I was 16 years old,
Okay.
but the thing was like when I went there, I had some students that were also 16 or 17.
Okay.
Or like in that,
مشيتي صغير.
yeah, I was still a
really
kid.
young.
Even my parents were scared for me. They were like, "Do you really want to go there?" Even when I got accepted and everything, and we were like paying Mazel the school, and they were like, "Do you really want to go there?" Came the bullying, and you know, but the United States, there's the gun, and everybody was scared for me. Well, can also, I was like, I'm living in a dome. There's some people that like they can take care of me and everything. For the first year, it was hard. They would call me every day and be like, "How is it? Don't go out." And everything hits, you know, about the guns, and everybody could just get mad and just shoot you. So that's the scary part about America. But although, like, yeah, from apart that, it was good. And I just like, you know, every day you gotta call your parents and just tell them that you're okay.
Yeah.
So,
They
yeah.
need to. They need to hear your voice.
Mhm.
And واش البودي سكول ديالك كان عندها زعما سيستم دو سيكوريتي اللي كان خلاهم ان بو جون راسوري كومون سا سي باسي زعما كيفاش كانوا كيحاولوا يخليكم زعما جامعيكم ماشي كلشي يخرج ماشي كلشي يدير اللي بغا.
Okay, so for boarding school, when I got there, they told me everything. As soon as I got there, you landed there. There's a guy who's like the dome parent. That's practically your father over there.
That's so cute.
Yeah, he built le drapeau ديال the school when there's the logo and everything, and you go to the school, تعطيك الكيس ديال room تاعك and everything, and he tells you about the rules directly. You cannot leave your building if it's a weekday. So Monday till Friday, you cannot leave the building after 10 p.m. So after 10 p.m. you gotta be في الbuilding تاعك. And then the rooms, you gotta be in your room at 11 p.m. ما يمكنلكش تخرج من room تاعك after 11 p.m. which has like some security. It was also annoying that like you cannot go out of your room. So there was some people that like didn't accept the rules and they were still breaching them. Of course there's consequences after, and you can get kicked out and everything for that. Also for security, there's also the boys building, as I already said. Also a girl building where like everybody is separated, we're still underage. So yeah, like they had the same rules as us. We had the same rules. Everybody has his own building.
Ok, donc vraiment c'est des règles à respecter ou c'est très sécurisé. That's good. Et donc after the boarding school, enfin during the boarding school, واش جاك un moment فين قلتي كون غبقيت في المغرب؟
No, never. Literally,
Jamais.
never. Child, I would never stay enough Morocco. It's nice. I mean, I'm proud of Morocco, but you know, just the like to study here, I'm not sure it's the
Mm,
best thing for me. En plus, with
yeah.
the dream that I've always had, I would never go back on what I did.
Okay. What was the best moment you had في زعما في the boarding ماشي
Mm.
شاد الكويشن تخربقات ليا. What was the best moment? Okay. What was the best moment you had during high school تما؟
High school. Okay, what type of good moment? There's the good moments where like I had fun and I had fun with my friends, go out and everything. That's so good. Go to the cinema. Like the school, basically the school they do a lot of activities for us, and also us as a dome kids. Now we don't have a lot of money like compared to them. So the school would pay for activities. بحال حنا they take us to the lake, they take us to the cinema. They would pay for tickets لينا and everything.
كيدوروكم.
Yeah, bro, yeah. حيت حنا اللي بغيتي تخرج you basically gotta like take an Uber, pay for yourself. و also اللي كنت غتخرج for security you gotta message them the Uber خصك تصيفط لدوم parents the Uber اللي غتاخد the screenshot of the Uber plus فوقاش خرجتي and when are you planning to come back where you going حيت imagine you have something happen to you at least they know فوقاش خرجتي وخصك تسني like فوقاش خرجتي و also فوقاش رجعتي you gotta write your name so yeah like basically it's a lot of security over there with all this stuff it was the bad شي كامل that happened you had to do nobody would like to go out there was like too much stuff that you had to do to go out also everybody got lazy and everybody would stay home and then at the end of the year everybody would complain about like the school not taking us out so had the senior year leaders في الآخر they did a lot of trips for us like they did a complete schedule اللي كانوا يخرجونا فيه and it was fun so working my best memory would be like I think it would be like when I just had fun or when I would study in group study at like midnight with my friends because of physics classes so yeah that would be a fun story that I had.
Okay. And the timing اللي كانوا عندك في الكلاس يعني واش كنتوا كتقراو كل نهار ولا c'était combien d'heures par jour؟
So basically when you get there كاين الكونسلر متاعك and you gotta choose your classes so ضروري أنا حيت أنا I went there when I was still 16 I had some credit that I still needed to have for example like art classes ضروري like there's some mandatory classes you need to have US history you need to know about the US history that happened before and everything US government so you gotta know about the government and everything art classes حيت I needed these credits to like graduate from high school ضروري for college و financial literacy class ولكن أنا took SOS باش كنت في المغرب دونك صافا عادي I didn't need to take it ولكن there's some classes you need to take mandatory so at the end you can find yourself مع 8 classes and it's 45 minutes per day you can sometimes أنا في first year متاعي it was tough it was so hard حيت I had a lot of homework and en plus I chose physics class it's like the hardest class over there so no starting it was hard and also I did all my mandatory classes the first year which had caused me a lot of hard work and everything so that I had second year that I had a senior year I would just chill so for example had the Friday every Friday if I had year that I just had I would have only 3 classes I would start with math and then I would continue with English and art and that's it it would just be like this my Friday would like I start at 9 a.m. I finish at 12 that's it
Okay.
so you can find yourself magic only 3 classes but also you can find yourself with like 8-7 classes
So it depends.
depend on the schedule حيت you choose your schedule so as you want
Okay, c'est un avantage aussi. Like the fact that you can choose your classes, you can choose your schedule, you know, زعما all studying the same thing ولا
yeah you can so that's also a good thing about it is like you choose your things so if you want to study something like let's say you want to study more math or whatever something like that or like you don't want to study math at all you cannot take a good math class and just take statistics and you won't study anything physics statistics and you know that's just a good thing about the US is like they let you choose your classes so that like you can study what you really want to study and they don't impose you something to do.
Okay. I want to ask you a question. Why do you think you got accepted?
I'm not gonna lie I think that I got accepted to Rivermont because they needed students. First of all, they needed international students. They needed more Moroccan students. So I think the main part why I got accepted it was like not really my English or whatever, not even my grades. Because as I said, when I was in Morocco, I was like kind of the troublemaker and everything. So I just think they needed students and also like you know diversity in the school. So I just grabbed the opportunity, and yeah, at the end I got accepted.
اول مره انك تكون مغربي كتنفع زعما
Yeah.
كتنفعك really بشي
Yeah,
حاجه.
vraiment, yeah. So I was happy about it.
So about the interview, can I know زعما the questions اللي سولوك على
Yeah.
activities وسولوك على
Mm,
شنو عليه سولوك exactement.
I don't really remember صراحة, but I think no, it was not activities. She was like literally, but I went into the interview. She was so kind. She was just telling me, I feel like this is not an interview. Just imagine you're on a call with your friend. Zama, she really distressed me. Like I was just having fun with her and just talking about. She asked me about my parents. Are they gonna be fine with like me going to the United States? Is it because they know about the things, security and everything?
قلت لها of course.
Yeah,
Just
I was like,
accept me.
yeah, I didn't even ask my parents. I was like, nah, don't worry about them. Me, I'm good. So yeah, she asked me about stuff like this, my parents, and also my brother and everything. Oh, then they just ask you about a little bit like English, but it was just like a fun call. She just wanted to see if I can handle like if I can understand her when she talks, and if she can understand me back if when I talk, if I have a decent English enough to like talk with her or understand what she says. So it was just like I think that was the main purpose. And like when you succeed vertical interview, they immediately accept you.
Okay. And so دوزتي لي 2 ans تما ياك
Mhm.
2 années تما et après كان خاصك تبدا تبريباري باش انك تبوستولي
College.
لي زونيفرسيتي
Mhm.
college. So how was the whole process?
The whole process was it was a mess, but it was also for my part, it was a mess. But alhamdulillah, I had the help of Iyad and everybody helping me out because without them, I don't know what I would do. But the thing was like, okay, so for college, I was aiming for U Miami, but obviously, it was a big problem because of the transcripts that I had. Translate them in English, that would cost a lot of money. I paid for with my money to at the end not get accepted because
قالها
of the
مقهور
yeah, it was so expensive for nothing. I didn't regret it because I just feel like there's no regrets in life. You just live with memories. I just took it like as a fun experience. But at the end, when I heard about Holt, and I knew I wanted to do business, but I'm not gonna lie, I was scared that it was only a business school. That was my problem. Because imagine I don't like business at the end.
yeah.
What am I gonna do? I cannot switch off. So I was like, I don't know about business. I had the I asked Iyad for many advices and everything. At the end, I chose to do business. He helped me out, and then we did my essays and everything. And I just applied for Holt. And as soon as I got accepted into Holt, I did my interview, talked with the guy and everybody, and they really liked me. They like literally said that they want this type of person in the Holt University. So I kind of knew that I was gonna get accepted, but also you never know until you get the email confirmation.
Yeah.
So yeah, when I got the email confirmation, I just stopped applying and just lived my life.
Why did you choose business?
That's a good question. Oh, why business? Because when I went to, I think before I would never choose business. I mean, there's these people that like just say I want to do business just because they want to be entrepreneur and all that stuff. But me, it's more like really. I think the fact that I went to boarding school when I was at 16, I had the stuff for money, and I would just want it. And I see all those people with like on YouTube and all that stuff. They would be like rich entrepreneurs, and I was just like I would just admire them. I just want to be like them. And like the stuff of I would like one day just go to my father and be like, oh, this year I'm paying for my college tuition. You don't have to do anything. That would be like my dream one day. So yeah, I was starving for money, and I just wanted to be like business would help me like achieve my dream. So yeah, and keep grinding and just keep grinding in the dark and do my thing. So yeah, that's why I wanted to do business, to learn more about business and make more money someday.
Okay, inshallah. Why not?
Inshallah, yeah.
So for the application process pour postuler aux universités كان مختلف I think على ال boarding schools et je pense que كانوا يسولوك على ديك تاع ال activities
Yeah.
ال essays and everything.
Yeah, they do. So basically, just for boarding school, I didn't need any coming up, no anything, no essays. I mean, there are some boarding school that do require that though, but another school that I went to, I didn't have to do that. But yeah, so it's kind of different for college. They ask you about activities. You need to do them essays, crazy essays. You need to do with good essays. You need to do. So it's really like it's more important. Like I think for me, it would like be more important for me to get accepted into university if you're the United States than a boarding school, because well, university is almost everything in your life that you gotta do. So like I had to really work hard for the essays and everything. I literally skipped a day of school to work on my essay the whole day, and I had the help of Iyad correcting me and doing my essays with me back then. So yeah, no, it was a tough process, but yeah, like it was hard, but I just went through it. Alhamdulillah, I had the help of everybody, but yeah,
Mm.
otherwise it would be a mess. But yeah, I still at the end I did it, and alhamdulillah, I'm getting to know better the university stuff and everything.
Okay. For your essays واش you were the type of person اللي كان خاصو discipline يعني كتجلس وكتكتب ولا كان خاصك تطيح لك الانسبيراسيون ولا تتفكر مزيان عاد تبدا تكتب داك الشيء اللي بغيت تكتب عليه.
Okay, so Anna Sahajan, I was more like into the first thing that you said, like I just need to sit down some one day and just write words and get the ideas. Like while I'm writing and I'm getting like, oh, this might be better. So مش every time till I get to هذيك day that like I did something good, like a good essay. ولكن كنت one essay. ولكن at the end I was like, this essay is not that good. So I was بحال قلتي just waiting جاني حاشي نهار l'inspiration, and I was like, this can, like, if I keep waiting someday, like I believe in one thing, that like there's no right timing. So you gotta take action, whatever day it is, you just gotta take action and don't wait for the right timing, because otherwise you're gonna be waiting your whole life. So another day I was like, okay, the قربت, like the
Deadline.
deadline, so I had to do quick. So I did one day. I said I was sick. I stayed in my room, and I was like the whole day, except the whole essay, and I had it corrected by everybody. So yeah, the day, and I would like change. I spent like the whole day, literally the whole day, I was just writing. Oh, at the end I made it in one day. Oh, it was a pretty good essay. Oh yeah, so I'm more like the type that, like, if I sit down, I could just write, or keep correcting, or en même temps تجوني ideas every time I'm writing more.
اوكي. Do you think دونك en fait ملي كتكون كتكتب الاساس ديالك ولا عندك
Mm.
الاساي do you think تشوف داك الاحساس
Mhm.
ديال ان راه هاد ليستي is gonna work ولا واش كتثق فيه ولا لا like do you think
Mm.
واش كتثق في مثلا في هذاك اللي غادي يصحح لك ليستي ديالك يدير لك دي موديفيكاسيون ولا كتقول ليه لا خلي دوك لي موديفيكاسيون جو بونس كو هكا غيكون احسن.
Oh no, assassin. I know when I was doing my essay, I was more writing. I think if you want a good essay, don't lie about it. I feel like when you write something, it's like more. It's like you make them feel what you write. So like, imagine like if you were just lying on your essay. I don't know. You just feel like he's lying. Or I chose to write about something like that really take me to the heart, about my father, and make him proud every day. So I wrote about that. And I felt like it was genuine. So when I had them correct my essay, I would check with them. فهمتي؟ ولكن I would, like, we would be in a Zoom call or like Google Meet call, and just I'll see him do the correction, and we'll talk about it. But عشان I have full trust in them. So yeah, like when I was just trusting them, and I would see that they would do great work. They never failed to make me proud or whatever. So I was like just happy with them, like studying with them, and yeah, correcting my essays. So they never felt to like how they make me proud of anything. So I just like full trusted them.
اوكي.
Mhm.
did your father know بلي كتبتي عليه في داك الاساي
I don't think till this day, I don't think he knows.
really.
I don't think he knows. I think I never told him. He would never know. I feel like if I tell him, he's just gonna be faking it. They're like, I'm scared that like one day, if I tell him, he's gonna be like, oh, that's your dream, make me proud, and he's gonna be like, oh, don't worry, you already make me proud. But for me, it's never enough. So I want to make till this. Every day the way he's telling me, oh, I'm proud of you guys. Even when I told him tomorrow I'm going to and the podcast with the and everybody, he was like, oh, I'm proud of you. You're doing something, everything. And I'll just be like happy on the inside, but I will just not show it off, because I don't want him to be like, every day I'm proud of you. I want to make him proud every day, and more every day. Not only my father, it's like my mom and everybody. I want them to like be proud. When I was in like high school, or like واش كنت مازال في lycée français, I was just more like that troublemaker, and they never like I never felt like I was the good guy that you would talk about in your family and everything. Well, when I took in maturity and everything, they would actually be proud of me and talk and be proud of showing me off to the family, and that's a good feeling. Alhamdulillah, I'm doing pretty great right now, but I still want to aim higher and go higher.
ان شاء الله.
So yeah.
Yes. So for your essays, what do you think how to do most them باش انك تكتب؟ واش حيت كنتي دويتي لي على reading books ولا
Yeah.
سيتي زعما واش
Mm,
عاونوك ولا سيتي با
no, the books that I read صراحة they're not really like for me the essays I just did هذاك essay. I think that was the only essay that I did and it was like actually genuine. I really had to write something quickly and coming from my heart to be good enough. So هذاك essay was the only essay that I like maybe reading books could help you with that vocabulary that you're gonna use. Obviously reading books I would like gonna help you like talking and there's like many advantages to reading books and like the also Smith, the vocabulary also gonna get gonna expand. So that would help you. Well, it didn't really help me with the essay because that was just genuine. Maybe it helped me with the vocabulary. Well, like in the books that I read, helped me more like mentally and understand more what I like understand more life and like what to do and and that helps me like clear the idea of like what I want my of life to be in the future.
اوكي هي سو كما قلت دوزتي جو بونس انت تو انترفيوز ماشي كلشي كيدوز لي انترفيو ملي
Mhm.
كيبغي يبوستولي ملي كيدفع لي زونيفرسيتي امريكان
Mhm.
دونك دوزتي واحد في البوردين سكول واحد
Mhm.
في اليونيفرسيتي
College. Yeah.
كوليج
Mhm.
سو قول لي كيفاش لايك وات يو ثينك داك زعما في داك الانترفيو شنو خلاهم يقبلوك
First of all, I
ولا
think
يعجبهم
okay, first of all, I think that like for both interviews, I think that I had a pretty good English, and that like the fact that you can just talk with somebody. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. There's some people they do apply to U.S. colleges where like the English is not as good as like the college expect them to be. So first of all, the English is super important. So talking out loud every day would help you like speak with somebody who's like Native American. So yeah, and also the fact that I was in a boarding school talking with the students that speak English regularly, that helped me too to like have a better English. Also, there's the only the English for boarding school. What really saved me, I think, was the English. But I think for college, it was more my mindset. At that moment, I was reading already Atomic Habits and all those books. So I had the mindset that like, and also the school like whole they were like doing a program this year about like atomic habits. So I got so lucky that when I was
واو
reading, I had like the book, and it says in the book, get better 1% every day. They were actually taking the idea and putting it into work for the college, and I was actually like so lucky to like be with the guy that like knew about this in the college, and he knows also about these books and everything, and he just liked the mindset that I was in. So we literally would just I went into the idea that like I'm talking to somebody who's like not my friend. Mishib had the first interview where like she was like, "Oh, you just that's just a call between friends and everything."
informal like
Yeah,
they're the first
voila.
one.
So like in the second, like the one for college, it didn't. It's not. It was not supposed to be like this. Well, like it turned out like this when we start talking about books and like the mindset I had and how he liked me. So such and they were both similar, and I think what really like matters is just practice your English every day, expand your vocabulary, or just be friendly and don't stress. Be friendly and they would just the fact that if you're friendly they would just love you, and I think it would be pretty easy. Like just gonna cool down and the feeling is gonna be there. So just be true to yourself and don't stress. Hit stress just gonna make you struggle every day in your life.
Okay. When you got your acceptance letter for the
Mm-hmm.
second time, how was your parents' reaction again?
But it was different this time. They were like, now my father was rather stressed a little bit. At that moment, he had my brother already accepted in many colleges. When I was like, still, I was practically him. He was like applying to many different colleges, like in small colleges, and I was like aiming for this college 100%. And my brother was already accepted to like three colleges already, and me nothing. So my father was like stressing me out every day, be like, "Oh, when are you gonna get accepted and everything?" Or he was like telling me I need to take this process like seriously. And the day I told him that I got accepted, he was so happy. I think he cried that day. But I don't remember. I think he cried. He was so happy about it that like Safi finally I got accepted and he can like remove the stress out of him
Wow.
and just be proud of me. So yeah. No, it was nice and better. The first time when I had to go to boarding school, it was not like something mandatory that I need to go boarding
Yeah,
school. I could finish when I feel
we can call it
Morocco.
different.
Yeah, college is different. College is mandatory. You gotta get accepted.
Okay. And your mom?
Oh no, your mom, my mom too, my mom too. My mom, she was always she was. I think she was she was happier than my father though. Hate, she's even though she's not really like asking me about college stuff and everything. I know she's backing me up every day. Like she's calling me and asking me about how I'm feeling, how I'm eating, and like how I'm living my life over there. And like she's scared about my security. And my father is more like into academics, but I still know that both of them care about me, and like even my mom, she cares about like how I feel. and how college is going and how academics is going.
Yeah.
So yeah, both of them were like so happy
Yes.
and
So,
relieved.
do you think parents كيعاونوا بزاف during هاد البروسيسوس كامل؟ Like do you think زعما لا بريزونس ديالهم بسيكولوجيك زعما داك لو سوبور بسيكولوجيك و جوست لا
Mhm.
بريزونس ديالهم durant كاع هاد البروسيسوس غادي يعاون لي étudiants.
For the college application.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. I think this, and just the fact that my father was stressing me out, but I was like kind of furious about him because I know what I'm doing and I have yet backing me up if I do something bad. And the fact that he was stressing me out, it was sometimes getting me like I was getting mad. But also that's a good thing to have somebody like stressing you out every day and be like, you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do this, so that you don't forget yourself. It's over there. It's easy to forget yourself, especially when you're still a kid. Like I was not even. I was like 17, and you still like wonder if I had the choice between studying and having fun. I would obviously have fun. I was still a kid. I didn't know what I had to do at that point. So him, like having him every day stressing me out and everything, it was not a bad thing. Yeah, it was like it was a good for a bad, but like it was obviously good to stress me out. At the end, look, but he was stressing me out. I had to do the essay as soon as possible, and then just I was literally doing the essay just so that he stopped talking to me about the college thing. So I think yeah, it's super important having your parents back you up and like just motivating you every day. That's super good. That's really good for the student who's gonna apply.
Yes. Surtout que like for American students it's not a usual application process. فهمتي؟ Donc c'est vraiment différent. Le fait ان les parents يكونوا حاضرين باسكو ديجا l'environnement دوك كيف ما قلت لي في بوردين سكول ملي كنتي كتقرا ديجا المهم قبل بوردين سكول ملي كنتي كتقرا في انيسي your friends ما قلتي لهم والو باسكو كنتي عارف باللي كانوا غيضحكوا ما كانوش غادي ياخذوك seriously. So في هذاك ملي كتكون انت كتابلاي if you don't have like friends حداك ولا شي واحد اللي فريمون كيتيق فيك at least your parents كاينين دونك هما اللي يقدروا فريمون يشجعوك durant كاع هاد البروسيسوس. Yes. So hot business school. What are you planning to do?
Well, I mean, I'm just gonna study business, but also, you know, for me, college is the best thing about college is experience. So I literally I'm telling myself that I need to live my life over there. Working also, what I mean by live my life is not like just go have fun and don't study at all. Obviously, you still gotta have that safe part where like you gotta have a job and work hard or like get the good grades to like at the end get a job and finish college. Obviously, after college, you can do whatever you want to do. So still, I want to study, probably get a job and everything, and also a side hustle where like I could do something after or do meanwhile I'm studying, making a little bit of money so that after all I can do a business after that, because that's the plan. But also, main important thing, just live the experience and study hard. That's my thing.
Okay. Do you think like تمشي تما تلقى Moroccans will help you? ولا انك تمشي لشي يونيفرسيتي ولا بوردين سكول ولا كوليدج الا لقيتي Moroccans واش زعما فهمتي كتزيدك شي حاجه ولا
100%. أنا صراحة when I went to boarding school at a young age, the first thing I was doing I was looking for a Moroccan. Like even though I had my brother, actually my brother was not the type that I would talk to every day and everything. Working that made us going to boarding school. Actually, that made us closer and closer. I feel like it's us, both of us against everybody, you know. So we had that feeling a little bit. Well, at the end, yeah, look for a Moroccan working. Also, I would give this advice. I took the trap and I fall in the trap. Don't stay with Moroccans. I'm just gonna say that.
Okay.
The problem with that is, if you're Moroccan, staying with a Moroccan, both of you are gonna just talk Arabic. Like none of you are gonna learn any English. And just the thing about going to a boarding school, it was like first of all just English. It would be just better for college and everything. And so yeah, an advice that I would give, you can have one friend Moroccan if you don't have a brother. And I right now have a brother, a twin brother, so that's fine with me. I can just hang out with like, and my English is pretty decent, so I can talk with like a, and I can just be friends with Americans. I don't really care about like a Moroccan. I know that like if I speak with a Moroccan, I would not speak English at all, and that's not a good thing.
Okay, thank you for your advice. One last advice to the students, the Moroccan students who want to apply.
Oh, to apply,
Yes.
seriously, take this vraiment seriously, because that's super important. That's really gonna improve your life. If you, there's just the fact that you're thinking about going to the United States, that's like, if God gave you that, that's a good mindset. You need to do something about it, and don't wait for the right moment, because I believe there's no right moment. So just take action and just work hard and struggle if you need to struggle, so that at the end you can live a better life than what you were expecting before. So take this very seriously and work hard.
Yes, and believe in yourself.
Yeah, always yourself. Because at the end, who's going to stay with you till you die is yourself. So believe in yourself.
Thank you.
Thank you.